Here's a quick rig of the day. Rocking a nice bit of blue here. Cop yourself one. Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies. Hope you're all doing well. Before we get started, I'd just like to say we'd really appreciate it if you could all hit subscribe. And if you enjoy this video today, then please feel free to give it a like. You can also check out our social media accounts, and if you want to represent the channel, then you can cop yourself some merch on www.farmingbroshop.com. If you got some time, go check it out. Anyway, let's get on with the video. You can probably see I've got the ripper on. So I'm out here at this, well, the block. In the last video you saw me, I was ploughing and James was spreading some fertilizer. Yeah, just out here, and I'm just leveling over and ripping the headlands. 2 fields are done, then I've got this one I'm going into now. Then the last field, it's like we haven't planted it yet. I ripped it on Saturday. It's ripped, it just needs quickly rotor spiking and then it can be bedded up and de-stoned. But we just held off from that field because it's literally we haven't had any rain for ages, so all the fields are like proper dry, almost getting a little too dry. Not really complaining, nice and easy to get on with the work. We're going to be planting the headlands on the 3 fields today. The other field, the last field, will get spiked today. Whether it gets bedded up today, it might get bedded up today and then de-stoned and maybe properly plant it tomorrow. We'll be off out of this block, and that'll be like the last sort of big block, and then we've just got a bit of few odd fields here and there which we've got to do to finish off. I'm probably going to be ripping this, and then I'm going to be heading off. Well, might need to help out at the yard a little bit because we've got some packing to do. We've been doing a bit this morning. James and Matt are still there packing at the minute whilst I'm doing this. Depending on how they're doing, I might have to join in with them a little bit and then hitch the plough up, or just hitch the plough straight up and head on out to a 15-acre field we've got. Then we can start getting the fertiliser on and repeating the process and getting some more acres in. Then after we've got that field, we've got potentially 3 fields which back home which we're probably going to plant, but they're obviously right by the yard, which always makes things 100 times easier. The stuff we got back home is pretty good for like stones. Relaxing working it because you sort of know it. We've got those fields to do. I think James is probably going to be hitching the cockling up and going out to the field which I'm going to plough, which, well, it could be potential wireworm there, so we thought if we cultivate it first, it won't do any harm. Whether it'll do a lot of good, we don't know, but if it just gives the wireworm a hard time, that's all a bonus. Fingers crossed we might be out there at the same time. I updated my drone last night, so hopefully we can get the drone footage back, because it was just crashing randomly. So hopefully yeah, we'll get the drone up with both of us there and that'll look pretty cool. Right, so we finished all the ripping the headlands. We've decided we're going to do 5 beds on this top headland. Whoa, don't take the bins out. Definitely don't want to knock that seed over, that's little ones. Be there for ages picking all that up. There is apparently a 6th bed. 1, 2, 3. No, that's only 5. Maybe it's back down here somewhere. Which we're going to rip out because we're only going to have 5 beds on this top headland, because the field down the bottom, which we've only planted like roughly half of it, it's got like corn in, so the combine needs to get through. It's quite narrow, it's only like a sprayer width. So instead of having the combine coming through and driving all over the spuds, we're gonna yeah, just have 5 runs. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is number 6. So we should just be able to rip it out and then I'll be job done. Oh, don't rub the bed. That bed out. Perfect. Wouldn't even know it was it. Probably going to drop the ripper off here because, like I was saying earlier, we've still got that other field to do. Been a while since you last saw me. Changing some bits on the planter. Went from our 5-minute job just changing 1 bit to changing 6 bits. Got covered in rhino with the like powder we put on it, so I'm just had a quick wash in the sink. Before I go ploughing, I've just got to drop these 2 bags of seed corn down at cow farm number 1. The contractor who's going to hopefully come drilling tomorrow. Oh, cars everywhere. Oh, some more cars. Wondering why I put it on top of fertilizer. If there's any rats around overnight, if they fancy nibbling through the bag, it's going to be harder for them to get up there and do it if it's on the ground, and it's just easy to place it up there, so that's why I did that. I am just heading out with the cockling. We've had a morning on packing and dressing some seeds, so that's that done. So we had a bit of a technical issue, ladies and gentlemen. GoPro ran out of battery. I was waiting for the ploughman to turn up with his, but he's only just got here, just as I finished. But basically, I've been on with the cockling, scratching over this 15-acre field here, which was in grass until we rotated it. Trying to knock the wild worm about if there's any in there. Let the seagulls have a little pick at them, and now Ben's here ploughing it. A bit of a shame about the GoPro dying. Bad management on my part. But we live, we move, living a dream as always. Sun's out. Haven't quite got the shades on yet, but close. Not quite though. This field here is actually, well, I believe it's had sheep in it by looking at the fence with the wall on it, but they've let the hedge grow out, so you can't get too close. Gave the cab a bit of a battering when I was in here rotating the headlands, which I was not too impressed about. But it's quite a nice field to be fair, although it does come up to this elbow up here, and it's got a bit of a weird downward hill on the headland, but other than that, some fairly decent runs in the middle of it. You can see the cultivator man's going to have fun with the headland run there. These like big old roots come out from the hedge, but once you get past those problems, it should be pretty good. The only trouble with this cockling, if you're going on a downhill and if you're going a bit too fast, you end up putting like too much soil through it, and then it jams up that back roller. And like I was saying just now, those roots coming out from the hedge, with our cousin's cultivator, which has a lot more feet on it, it's going to jam up proper easily on that sort of stuff, where this cockling would just plough straight on through. Obviously there's a lot less legs. I really like this bit of kit. Spot on.
Second night I've dreamt about you, babe. I don't know how I should tell you, babe, that lately I get lost thinking about you. I admit that I can't be without you. The air that I breathe doesn't mean nothing if you're not here, giving me something I can hold on to. Baby, please don't leave. Give me life, I need you. Hold me close, I want to. Shut all the world down, just you and me. I've been losing my head. Used to be alone, but now instead.
We're up and running with the plough now. Just got the drone up just in time before James left. Could have done with a bit of hedge trimming in this field, I think. Had a wing mirror fold in, so I had to sort that out. As you can see, we've just made it to the spring barley field. It is normally in grass, and this is where the stubble turnips were. Contractor spreading fertilizer in here today because I was busy this morning. Well, we're here to sort of scratch out his wheelings, but as you can see, it's pretty dusty and powdery, and he really hasn't made that much of a mess. I might do the first lap round the headland just because he would have been like turning there, but honestly it's so fine and broken up, like I don't think he's had much of an impact. Here's a quick rig of the day, rocking a nice bit of blue here. Cop yourself one. If you like the blue, we've got a New Holland t-shirt on our website, so check it out, New Holland fans. Now the dust is definitely flying in here. Ain't gonna be much soil left in here in a minute. I'm only gonna do this one lap here, otherwise I think I'm gonna make more of a mess on the hill than what it's worth. Now we just need to get it drilled and for it to have a bit of rain on it. While I'm here on the main cow farm, I'll probably feed the cow, and then I'll be on for the calf feed. So that's the job done for today. Just got a little drive home. So just like I say, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Get your merch at farmandbrosshop.com. Catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. See you later.